This is day 118 of Zohar Pshat, and today, Mir Hashem, we will finish the Hakdamah Zohar, which itself is not finished because it ends with the word chaser. But in any event, we are on Daf Yudalim Beis, and we're up to Uveshaita the Mavdilin, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18 lines to the bottom. Uveshaita Mavdilin Akasa. When Am Yisrael makes Avila on the Kotzim of Tzoi Shabbos, Kolinu Chilin, all those armies, Kolinu Mashon, all those camps, the Ismail Moschilin Chol, which are in charge, the spiritual forces in charge of the weekdays. Kol Chad V'Chad Yosef L'Asrei, each one goes back to his place, Upuchonei, and his activity. The Ismail upon which they're appointed. Begin the Kad Al Shabsa, when Shabbos began, V'Skad Hashem, and the day became consecrated, Kodesh Isar V'Shal Ba'ama. Sanctity was aroused and controlled the world. And the mundane was removed from its control. From its control. Until the Shabbos leaves, Lo Simon Asrei don't go back to its place. And there's Tosefes Shabbos. Even though Shabbos says it left, Lo Simon Asrei, they don't go back to the place. Until we finish Abdullah. Kidain Kodesh Yistalik. Then Kodesh goes away. And the camps which are in charge of the weekdays are aroused. They go back to their place. Each one to its matrei on its purpose. These packet which it was delegated. Nevertheless, even though they're back in place, they're still not operative. Till they get illuminated from the secret of the candle. The candle fire gives them their chiyus. Fire is a good thing, but fire is a dangerous thing. It's a bad thing as well. I shouldn't say bad thing. It fires up also the negative. All the koichos achol are called marei. We make a bracha on them because they can be used for good. But the flip side is the kodesh is not there intrinsically. Begin the Raz Damud Nora because they come from the secret of the pillar of fire. I guess the pillar of fire in the midbar, but I'm not sure. Besides the Nur Asian, they come from the foundation of fire. Kulon, all of them, Shaltin Amatatan, they control the world down here below. The kol dak had barnash alik shraga, and all this when a person lights a candle at loshlim so kuchu this sidra before we finish v'atakadosh, then it has negative repercussions. Avu mamti ajishlim ukdusha sidra he made till after v'atakadosh. Ina chayim the gehenim atzikan layadino. Well, then it's still over for the people who were had a respite from Gehenna for Shabbos, but they justify it. In other words, okay. There's a limit to how much we can expect. By saying like that, they justify the judge of Kosh Baruch Hu. They bestow on that person who waited. All the brachas to come tzibura that all the tzibur says with those who say V'yiten l'cha motzei Shabbos Yitel l'chim mitao shamayim. And then there's a source saying V'yiten l'cha. Torah b'ir v'rata b'sadeh. Blessed Kosh Baruch Hu give you from the heavens. You're blessed in the city, blessed in the field. I don't think this part of this is probably a new passage here. Asher Maskil Do, praiseworthy is a person who, in other words, Zohar, Motzei Shabbos ended. And now new Zohar starts, and this one is not, evidently does not end, because it stops abruptly in the middle. Asher Maskil Do, B'yom Ra, praiseworthy a person who intelligently treats the impoverished on a bad day. Hashem will give him an escape. B'yom Ra should be a bad day. My B'yom Ra, what is it? The day of bad. B'yom Ra is not a bad day; it's a day of bad. So a person maskil dol, he doesn't just get saved on a bad day. Yom d'shalta hi ra l'meisam nishmase. The day in which that bad comes down, in other words, the end comes. The day he dies. Asher Maskil El Dol praises the person who treated the poor people intelligently. Do Shchimera, this is the person who's dying. La solim chuvi kabe kuchabichu. The tzedakah heals him not from his death. It says Yom Ra'ah, but from his averes in front of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Davar Acher, another interpretation. Da Yom Dedina, Shari Al Alma. This is the world in which judgment comes. This day in which judgment comes on the world. The Yom Adina Gorov Anoira. Ishtazimine. He's safe from it. Kamadit Malik. It says, B'Yom Ra'ah, the day of bad, when bad things happen to people who are judged liable. Hashem will give him a refuge. Yom Nismas Adina Hu Ra L'Shalto Alma. It's that din, that day of judgment, when Ra'ah will befall those people who deserve it. And that is the end of the Hakdamah, which is an accomplishment. And we're ready to start the main body of the Zohar and Daf Tesvav. But here's interesting Agah, it's in the Tzutz Oros, which is really a prelude to the main body of the Zohar. Hagah Bereishim Nusul Chulei. This is it's referencing the beginning, the first words of the text of the Zohar on the next page. It was a spark of Moshe Rabbeinu. There are various different types of Gilgulim. And the Nitzotz doesn't mean the actual entity comes back, but there's a spark of that neshama which illuminates in a subsequent neshama. And Rishim Bechai was a Nitzotz Moshe Rabbeinu. V'Doria B'chinas Dordea, and his generation was, in a certain aspect, obviously was the generation of the greatest Anoim, like the Dordea. Chen Yischil, the generation of the desert. Chen Yischil Sefer Zohar B'milas Bereish. As the Zohar begins with the word Bereish, Shurashi Tevas Shim Bechai. Rashi Tevis, not an order of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Chein Zol Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai Liros Ma'alaz Dora Midbar. That Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai understood and grasped the level of the Dora Midbar. Kaniska B'Zohar Parsha Shlach L'cha. Well, it's mentioned Zohar. V'Amar Shem says it Lava Kedora Demi Bin Midbar. There was no generation like generation in the Midbar. El Dora Didei. Only generation of Shimon Bar Yochai. Ad the Aisei Malka Mashiach, until Melech HaMashiach comes. Shugan can eat such Moshe Ben Moshe, also spark of Moshe. Chen Asat Safed Tznusa, therefore Shimon Chai made Safed Tznusa Chamisha Prakim, 5 chapters. One of the other Chibur compositions he wrote, Ken Chamisha Chamisha Torah, corresponding to the 5 books of the Torah. Chen Barim Nea Kesa, that's why he fled from the emperor. Ba'amram Shimon Shigini Yarek, like Mar says in Shabbos Leflam Gimel, Shimon, who denigrated the Roman emperor, should be killed. Moshe Baruch Moshe B'nei Paro, just because Moshe fled because of Paro. Yisham Yisik Shibusim HaMidbar, just like Moshe achieved his perfection in Midbar, the snap. Can you see Rishim Yochai Shleimusa B'Mara? So to Rishim Yochai achieved the Shleimus in the cave B'Madbara the Lud. I don't remember this Midbar of Lud. Lud seems pretty far south for this. I always thought it was in the Galil somewhere. Anyway, Kisham Nigul Elav Elokim, that's where Kosh Baruch Hu revealed himself, Shimon Chai, and taught him all the secrets. Ad Kan Mei Hagah. So that is the Tzutz Oros Hakdamah to the actual text of the Zohar. Mirza Shem will be able to start it tomorrow.